get off of your chair. Awesome this year, I promise it's here. So watch, rate, comment, and share. And click the sub, listen up. I'm telling you all of this because it's just begun. Hit me with some videos from Siggy Guns.
Yo, Ziggy here. Bringing you some NBA 2K13. Yep. I don't only play COD. Now, I haven't posted a video on this channel for a while, so I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to make this a sports channel for a while. And instead of bothering some of y'all on Twitter with my sports stuff, I figured I'd just use this channel as a sports channel. So let's just get right to it. LeBron James, hot topic today. Miami Heat, LeBron beat the Indiana Pacers yesterday. Killed them, crushed them. I kind of felt that was going to happen, and not necessarily because the Pacers weren't a good team. I just think that they weren't like the Celtics. Like, I guess a better way to explain it is they're young. I don't think they knew the moment. David West probably knew the moment, but I don't think Hibbert or Paul George knew the moment. So they didn't play with the same kind of intensity as they did in Game 6. Now, granted, they're not at home. Obviously, looked like the Pacers were a completely different team at home than they were away. That doesn't mean they couldn't have beat the Heat. I mean, they did show in Game 1 and 2. You know, they did beat them once over there in Miami. They show that they can play with them, but I don't think they knew that moment. And something that LeBron has, you know, he's shed the, you know, the choke artist or anything like that labeled away, obviously, last year. But he's now gotten, I wouldn't say acclimated, but he's gotten to the point where a Game 7, he knows the moment and he knows what he needs to do. And he performed brilliantly, and he finally got the help that he's been hoping for from the rest of his teammates. Ray Allen came up huge. Dwayne Wade obviously came up big, and while Chris Bosh was still struggling from the field scoring wise, he finally did something that he hasn't been doing all series long, which was rebound and actually put a body up there against Hibbert. So that was exactly what the Heat needed. The Heat destroyed the Pacers yesterday, and now they're going to go ahead into the finals against the San Antonio Spurs. Now, from the surface, of course, everybody's probably going to look at, well, they struggled against the Pacers, and that means the Spurs should be able to give them a challenge. I happen to think that's completely false. The Miami Heat are a far better team than the San Antonio Spurs, and to say that the Spurs have a shot at beating them, okay, there's always that chance. I mean, it's kind of like the Pacers. There's always that chance. Realistically, no one expected the Pacers to push it to 7 games, and I certainly think that it's the same thing with the San Antonio Spurs. Realistically, nobody expected the Spurs to beat the Heat. Can it be close? Can it be 6 and 7 games? Yes. I don't think it will happen, though. I just think that this was a product of Dwayne Wade's injury just being a lot bigger than he probably lets on to believe. And Chris Bosh is just playing horrible right now. Now, this is a big 3. This isn't a big 1.5 or anything like that like some other teams. This is still Dwayne Wade, and this is still Chris Bosh. Both of them are still capable of putting up 30 points a night. And certainly when all 3 are firing, there's not much you can do to stop them. Now, Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker should be able to kind of counter the runs that the Heat can go through. Because that was one thing I noticed right away with the Pacers, is once they were behind, it takes them forever to try to come back and chip away. That's something that's not going to work against a team that can constantly throw up 10-2 runs at you. So the Heat, while they were struggling to trying to find their shot in the first part, they were able to turn the ball, make the Pacers turn the ball over a lot and keep them in the game, and then they just kind of build from there to destroy them. And the Spurs can stop that. Now, the Spurs can stop a bleeding. The Spurs can also go on runs of themselves, and we've already shown, or they've already shown against the Grizzlies, that they can be down huge and come back and win. And they certainly showed it against Golden State twice, I believe, or something like that in the series. But against the Heat, it's just a little bit different. I think their style is too quick for them. Golden State caused problems for the Spurs, and I think the Heat is just going to exploit that even further. And also, they have the experience to capitalize on some of the things that the Spurs were doing wrong, even further exploited than the Golden State Warriors were able to do. So I think in the end, the Spurs don't have a chance of beating the Heat. Now, of course, there's always, certain aspects, who's going to struggle. If Dwayne Wade certainly has the same kind of game he had in games 2 through 6, then certainly the Spurs will have a shot. I just don't see it happening. I think Dwayne Wade finally realizes that this is it. He needs to win it now. Needs to play hard all 4, 5, 6, 7 games, however long it's going to take to win this series. and I don't think that the injuries is going to stop him from doing that. I also think Chris Bosh will come around. I mean, it's not like he's lost his shot in forever, because he can still make that three that he goes all nuts and excited for. So it's not like he's done or anything like that. But as of right now, I think Dwayne Wade, I think Chris Bosh will step up, and I think the Spurs are in trouble. I think the Heat win this game. I'm going to say in 5. 6 is probably a realistic number if you assume that the Spurs are going to take care of at least one on the road and one at home. But I think Heat in 5. I just don't see LeBron losing this moment. He's already gotten the monkey off his back. He already has a championship. Now he knows what's expected of him. Now he knows what to do. He's playing at an incredible level. He's been playing incredible this whole season since February, and no one can deny that. So my prediction, Heat in 5. Certainly I can understand Heat in 6, but I'm going to stick with Heat in 5. Heat in 5, my prediction. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. And this is Ziggy saying peace.